What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. I just want to focus in on Jack Johnson being off to a really hot start in these playoffs. I know Columbus dropped Game 3 at home, but he's been an amazing player, throughout his postseason career. And I think that's one thing that he doesn't get enough credit for. He's a point-a-game player in the playoffs, which for a defenseman is, awesome to put up bluntly. And this year, he's really contributed. I think he's scored a goal in all 3 games. He's not being atrocious defensively. And, I think that's what Columbus needs. I mean, he's got 4 points in the 3 games. I'm going to go back. He played in the postseason twice now with the Los Angeles Kings in 2010 2011. I think him and Brandon Dubinsky have been amazing. Dubinsky's been an awesome player all series, defensively and offensively. He's actually got 4 assists in the 3 games. And But, good for Jack Johnson. I mean, he's playing 30 minutes a night. I mean, he's, sweating off a few LBs out there. But he's and he actually came into the playoffs on a little bit of a heat. I think he had 3 or 4 points in his last 2 games. So actually 2 points in his last 2 games. I exaggerated. Sorry, guys. We can't all be perfect, but for this kind of play from him, I'm impressed. And I was a Jack Johnson fan when he was at Michigan. I loved watching him play for the Amazing Gold. I mean, he was an amazing player, bringing the physicality, really throwing the body around, and then teeing up slap shots, skating by people with the puck, and creating scoring chances for himself and for teammates. And that was what I thought he was going to be in the pros, and he hasn't been like that. He's been not great offensively. He's been good but not great, and not good defensively for the most part. And part of it is when he come up with LA, they weren't the team they developed into. And actually when they became a legitimate contender, he got flipped to Columbus. And Columbus the last couple of years hasn't been great, but this year he's -7 on a playoff team. I mean, that's bad. And I know people are going to say plus minus is becoming an antiquated stat, but the bottom line is it speaks for itself when it's that bad everywhere he plays. But I'm happy for him, and I think if Columbus wants to get back in the series, win Game 4 at home, and go back to Pittsburgh for Game 5 even, they're going to need Jack Johnson to step up and continue playing the way he has. And I think if they do that, Thursday night or Wednesday night, in Pittsburgh, they'll have a good chance to win it. And I know it's obnoxious how it always comes up that he played high school hockey with Sidney Crosby, but I was saying about a year and a half ago they should have made a deal to bring Jack Johnson to Pittsburgh, but that deal didn't get done. And I think Columbus is grateful for that because he's been a leader on a blue line that's got a lot of youth and inexperience. I mean, obviously Ryan Murray I think is going to be great, and you're looking at Dalton Prout and Savard, guys like that. They're really playing amazing hockey, and I just think the future's bright in Columbus. And I think Ryan Johansson's going to develop into a superstar. I loved him when he was playing for the Portland One Hawks, the Western Hockey League. I knew he was going to take a little bit of time to develop, but at 22 years old, 60-point guy, 33 goals this year. I think his playmaking's going to get better. That was his bread and butter in the Western Hockey League. And I think as the players around him develop, he's going to dish out more assists and get more guys involved offensively. I mean, I think him and Boone Jenner are going to have some amazing chemistry going forward. And the future's really bright in Columbus. They got Bobrovsky locked up, and they'll sign Johansson a nice extension this summer. He'll get a few bucks, $1 or $2, and the team's going to continue to improve every year. And the other guys, Matt Calvert, Cam Atkinson, they're really developing into solid role players. Not necessarily role players, but they have a role around this new cast of characters. But again, if Columbus really should have hammered down and gotten the win tonight, but I believe they'll get the win in Game 4 and go back to Pittsburgh 2-2. I said it going into the series, and I'll reiterate it now. This series is going 7. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ on Jack Johnson's play of late for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.